Gotta do this raw. Morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, May 11th. What is it, like 8:13 in the morning over here in Spain? I haven't made videos in a while. I tried doing a whole Christmas vlog thing, but that fell through. I'm not very good at editing, and most of the time I don't have a lot to talk about, but hey, that's kind of life. Just dropped the kids off at school, and I figured I'd make a quick video since I haven't touched my channel since I think December, which has been a while. They just lifted a lot of the restrictions here in Spain so we can go out. We checked out Gibraltar over the weekend. That was pretty cool. Um, I think that if you're going to go to Gibraltar, make sure you get there in the early morning because a lot of stuff closes up early unless you're all about the nightlife. But if you got a family and you're trying to enjoy yourself, then you probably want to get there earlier in the morning because some of the shops were closing like 2 and 3. I think the cable car shut down. And we just ended up leaving. There wasn't a whole lot to do after that. But yeah, it wasn't that bad overall. Planning on getting out, going around Andalusia, uh, which is one of the biggest regions here in Spain. But we're kind of stuck in this southern area. Or we've been for the last, like, I don't know, since July, I think, of last year. Or whenever it was, whenever summer ended, we went back into a state of emergency. And we've been stuck ever since. It's been pretty weird. We haven't been able to leave the province of Cadiz, and even then, there's been some different city lockdowns once in a while. Like we went to Ubrique one day, and then the next week it was shut down. And Ubrique is like it's a big leather goods producer. So you think about stuff going to some of the major companies in Spain and France and wherever else in Europe. A lot of the things that get produced, they come out of Ubrique, whether it's, leather goods and just stuff like that. I mean, it was really cool. But again, we're not early risers. So we got there a little bit late in the day. They like the siesta in the middle of the day. And I mean, that's cool. But one thing you got to do if you're ever here in Spain, you gotta look at the schedules before you go out and you try to go anywhere. Because a lot of stuff closes early. They got a big nightlife here. So like I said, the family stuff, the things to do during the day close down early. They do siesta time and then it's popping at night. Like the nightlife here is great. If you want to go out, to the clubs, to the bars, just not even just, I mean, bars here are not like you're gonna get smashed. You don't drink like an American drinks. You go to the bars here to enjoy a few drinks, have the tapas, and just enjoy yourself. You don't got to get hammered drunk. And then, that's really all there is to it here. Just plan ahead, enjoy life, and yeah. Anyway, that's Spain. The rest of the stuff, honestly, what got me going this morning, dropped the kids off at school, and I was like, just thinking about following simple instructions. Something that's written down, something that's told you verbally, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. Like a lot of people just can't. And it just got me kind of heated this morning. Like, I don't know how many times you could explain to a person or to people how to do something or write it down or show it to them, send it to them in an email, text them, like actually physically do it, and they still don't get it. I don't know. So it's like a lesson learned for today is that some people just don't get it or they just don't care. Either one. But if you're the kind of person that's listening and watching this and you think that like you feel the same way, that you've given clear and concise instructions to somebody on how to do something and they're just not listening, or maybe you do it sometimes too, maybe you're just not getting it, just ask questions. You just got to ask the person who's giving you the instruction to like, hey man, tell me what you need. Like, hey lady, can you write it down for me? Can you show me? Like, I don't get it. But maybe that's my problem. Maybe the expectation is that I tell somebody how to do something or show somebody how to do something or give it to them in writing, give them a diagram, give them a map, and they still don't get it. And I just expect they're going to know it. Like maybe it's that I need to definitely show them, but I don't see a need for that. Like that's just me. That's just how I am. I don't feel like you should have to show somebody what to do every single time they need to do something. And sorry for being vague about what it is. I don't want to be like too rude about it or anything. It's just a big lesson learned on the day. Like, is some people are going to have difficulty following instructions no matter how much you put it out to them. The other thing is too, man, this lockdown has taught me to just enjoy life at the moment. Going to Gibraltar was one of the examples of, we've been planning on going there 2 years since we've been in Spain. And the first time we drove past it was actually, that had to have been like July something, 2019. And we drove past it going to another town. We were going to a little store over in this other town. We saw the Rock of Gibraltar, and we're like, hey, you know what? We'll go back there some other time. It's always here. It's not that far away. And then we got locked down. Luckily, we got to travel out of Spain and go to a couple different places in Europe, but there's a lot we didn't get to do because of COVID-19, and there's nothing you can do about that. You just got to accept that that's how it is, but we had control at the time. That's why we're planning, like, now that things are lifting up, we're going to go to Barcelona. We're going to go to, Barcelona. So we're going to go to Barcelona. We're going to go to Madrid. I want to go up north. I want to go way up north, just as far as I can, Galicia or wherever. But maybe have a road trip up to France, over to Germany. Who knows? But now that things are opened up, I'm going to try to open up. I guess it's a metaphor for myself. Now that the country's open, I'm going to try and open up more and go out and do more stuff and just enjoy life and maybe get some more video on here. And by the way, I broke my camera. I had a DJI Osmo Mini or Pocket, whichever one it is. I accidentally dropped it on the ground and turned the sprinklers on at home. So they're not water resistant. They're not waterproof. And if you try to Google that, they'll look for every way to not tell you that they're waterproof. But they will try to sell you the waterproof case. So I guess if you're going to do any water related stuff, get the waterproof case, because it is not water resistant at all, man. That thing is totaled. But for anybody watching, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, or don't. I leave a comment and tell me like what else I got to do. I need to learn to edit videos and stuff too. It's one of the reasons I'm like dissuaded from posting a lot. It's because I'm pretty busy all the time. But hey, the simple raw stuff I think I can do. All right, you guys, take care.